My Lord Mayor, Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, good evening. We're all very excited to be here tonight, I know, for this very, very special occasion. This is a brand new orchestra that we formed, the London Firebird Orchestra, and this is its fourth performance in just under 3 months. And we've marked this performance as our official launch concert because it comes to the end of what we're doing before the summer of this year. In March earlier this year, we were here at the Actors Church, St Paul's, Covent Garden for our very first performance. Then in April, we were engaged to perform at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, and that was a very exciting occasion. That was a comedy concert with a conductor who is also a stand-up comedian, Rainer Hirsch, who is a wonderful, wonderful chap. He's actually here with us this evening, so it's great to have Rainer with us, and thank you very much for that engagement, our first engagement, and that was at the Queen Elizabeth Hall in April. I've teamed up with a really wonderful conductor who you're going to hear conduct our orchestra this evening, our principal conductor, Achim Hollab, who many of you know, and Achim and I thought as we were working together in partnership with this wonderful orchestra that we would play together. So we did that at our last concert in May at St George's, Hanover Square, when I was playing the Tchaikovsky piano concerto for that. So that was a lovely thing to do as well. And then this evening, we have a really special programme for you to mark the formal birth of this new Firebird, if you like. We're starting, of course, with Beethoven's wonderful Prometheus Overture, and then something really rather special is going to happen. We have a magnificent cellist who's a great friend of mine and a great friend of many of you, Alexei Kizelyov, who we've been working with for a number of years. I used to run an orchestra called Orpheus, and Alexei was a great friend of mine there. He was a very popular concerto soloist with that orchestra. Then he moved on to wonderful, wonderful things. He's now the principal cellist of the Royal Scottish National Orchestra, and I'm delighted that Alexei's come down to support us by performing the Elgar Cello Concerto this evening, which I know that we're all really looking forward to. After the interval, we'll be continuing with Wagner's masterpiece from Tristan and Isolde, the Prelude and Liebestod from Tristan. And for the first time, we're delighted to welcome the wonderful soprano Giulietta Demetriades for the Liebestod in that. And then finally, we'll be finishing with the Firebird Suite. I don't know why we're doing that. It seemed like a good idea. Anyway. And actually, in a space like this, I think it's always interesting. I know many people here very, very well. It's great to see so many familiar faces. And thank you all for coming. Of course, in a space like this, I think really, practically all the seats are good seats. You can see really, really well here. So there's a great intimate atmosphere. So you're quite close to the action and energy of the orchestra. But I also know that some of you perhaps are less familiar with modern music. And so I just hope that there'll be a wonderful opportunity in the Stravinsky to listen to the different vibrant colours that Stravinsky makes, because you can see them and hear them so clearly. If I could ask that all mobile telephones are turned off for the duration of the performance, that would be wonderful. There will be an interval after the concerto, so we have the Beethoven, then the Elgar, and then we have an interval of about 25 minutes when drinks will be available. This evening, to celebrate, we're serving sparkling wine, Pimm's and elderflower pressé, and they'll be available from where they were available previously, which is the bar just over there, in return for a donation, and all proceeds from drinks are going to the London Firebird Orchestra. We've got an exciting future ahead of us. We've been working very, very hard. Something really exciting is that Rainer Hirsch, who collaborated with us in May, has been kind enough to extend an invitation to us in April of next year for a further comedy project. So we're looking forward to that. We've also been invited to play in Bath. We'll be giving 3 performances in Bath in collaboration with the Bath Recital Artists Trust at the invitation of David Gregory and Thomas Clark. And it's great to have David here with us this evening. And thank you very much for that invitation, particularly at such an early stage. It's very exciting to be able to take our orchestra to Bath for 3 performances in the forthcoming season. Also importantly, we have 4 of our own concerts here in London. We'll be performing in September, November, March and May. And we're looking forward to announcing full details of our finalised programme very soon. But on the back of your programmes tonight, you can see a glimpse of what the very first concert will be. I run the Story of Christmas, which is a very exciting charity that raises about £250,000 every year to support homelessness and disadvantaged children in that city. We're 35 years old this year, and to celebrate that, we've teamed the two organisations together, this orchestra with the Story of Christmas charity, to produce a celebratory evening to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the Story of Christmas with a magnificent performance of Beethoven 9. And I really would love it if some of you were to be there for that. I know that many of you have supported the orchestra so far. We're very lucky to have several donations at such an early stage, and I've been able to thank those of you who've been kind enough to support us in the programme this evening. We have an initiative designed to strengthen this orchestra's resources as much as possible to enable it to take advantage of all the opportunities it has and to prosper, and importantly, to support our 4 performances in London next year. That's our Friends Society, and we're already privileged to have a number of members so far. If you'd like to join the Friends, full details of that have already been provided on the website and by email to many of our supporters, but we have a Friends desk in the interval which will be operating near the main door. If you'd like to support the orchestra with a donation of £30, £100, £250, or if you'd like to be part of our sponsorship package and donate £1,500, then you can do so this evening at the membership desk by the main door. And I'm delighted that we've already got so many donations so far. It really is wonderful, but please do support us. Thank you so much for coming. It's great to have a full house, which is exciting in itself, and I wish you a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you.